This episode of the Jersey Beer Guys podcast has been brought to you by White Eagle Liquor Store, Riverside, New Jersey, Great Belly Brew Tours in Oaklyn, New Jersey, and by Dr. Brewlittle's Brewery in downtown Maple Shade, New Jersey. Make sure you visit all of our sponsors.
What you are about to hear is bizarre, unsettling, and riveting.
20 seconds to self-destruct.
You are a very well-respected journalist in the craft beer industry.
Yes.
You know that, don't you?
We've got entirely too many troublemakers here.
Fat, drunk, and stupid is no way to go through life, son.
Alcohol is a way of life. Alcohol is my way of life, and I aim to keep it.
10 seconds to self-destruct.
To alcohol, the cause of and solution to all of life's problems.
Welcome to the party, pal!
Well, good morning. For us, it's a good, it's good Sunday afternoon. We're doing our day drinking again, Aim.
Always.
Gotta love it, huh?
Yeah, I enjoy it.
So I'm going to apologize right now before we begin because I'm doing the board. So Ian is out, Eric is out, and it's just me and Amy here running the ship today.
Yeah.
So that's a pretty scary thought.
So now we have a new name.
Jersey beer guy, and
a girl,
and a girl. So we're debating on whether or not we need to take applications.
There you go. Send them in
for filling spots. Yep, Jersey beer guys.
No girls.
No girls. Yeah, we already have the girl.
No girls.
So Jersey beer guys at Gmail. There you go.
There you go.
Send me your resume. Obviously, no experience is required because.
Here we are.
Here we are doing our thing. So we are out of the studio. You can tell because there's a little slight echo. We are at a new brewery called Mechanical Brewing. Now, if you said you haven't heard of it or you're like, oh my God, I haven't been there yet. Well, technically you can't be there yet until, what is this? What's today's date? 22nd?
Yes.
22nd of November. So
days.
5 more days. So we're sitting here with James, the owner, and I guess designer, guru, the whole
Jack of all
trades. Yep. So we're here with James, and he opened in 5 days. We finally caught up to him. We're sitting here at the thing. So how are you doing today?
Just another typical Sunday for me. Get up early, do a bunch of things, odds and ends here, trying to make sure everything's handled and ready to go for next week.
Right.
And this should be my last day up here until we do open. So I'm trying to take at least 3 days away from here, 4 days.
Okay. So before we keep going, I'm going to ask you to kind of put your mic towards the front of you a little bit more. Can you get it there? Yeah, because it's...
Don't spill the beer. That wasn't beer. That was a pen.
That was a pen. Yeah, okay.
That's
all right. So there we are.
Perfect.
Because with me running the board and the levels and stuff like that, we need to be like that. So thank you. And so you said just another crazy Sunday, just another crazy day trying to get open.
Yep. Yeah. Finishing up everything around here, making sure this is, the last bit of things to do and tweak a little bit, before we open, and spend a couple days not up here before we open, because I'm sure once we do, it's going to be nonstop for a while.
Well, you only picked the pandemic to open.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The first giant pandemic in 100 years, and you're going to open a brewery. So it's challenging enough to do it, but now you're doing it in a pandemic. So when we come up here, I see you have the tent out front.
Yep.
And I saw a bunch of heaters.
Yep.
So you got some indoor space, you got the outdoor space. Now, I think you were doing a reservation system, right?
Yeah, we did a reservation system online where you can reserve a table for 2, 4, or 8, seats in it. You do pay for the reservation and everything, but all the money goes right on your tab when you show up, and it doesn't cost anything in the end. And if you don't show up or cancel, it's refunded too. It's not something we're trying to keep from anyone. It's just to make it so people actually make reservations that are going to show up. So.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, so
that's kind of smart.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that idea.
Yeah, a little difficult just with limited space, so
Right. Now, are you going to keep everybody? Do they have a time limit, or?
Yeah, we did a 1 hour time limit, but if there's no reservations after their time, we're just telling everyone to stay as long as they want.
Right.
It's not
just be respectful and
I mean, we did plan ahead for reservations that they are spaced out, so there's a little extra time just in case people order a drink right as they've been here for about an hour. We don't have to say, hey, it's time to go. It's something we want to be able to not have to really moderate, but we want to give everyone a chance to get in here and actually experience the place too.
Yeah, because those days are always busy days, and you actually, the whole gang, you're knocking the bugs out. It's your first time with a big group.
Yeah, and we're doing the whole weekend as well. We're going to be here, that way there's extra time as well and spaced out, and that's kind of why we waited till Thanksgiving, because a lot of people have off, and then we can have a 3-day weekend for people to actually try to visit here and get in. So
Between their shopping.
yes.
I don't think there's going to be that much shopping.
Well, I know I'm not. I'll just be sitting at bars and breweries and whatever. Shop online.
Exactly.
There you go. Come to the brewery and
I don't think there's a Cyber Monday anymore. It's just Cyber 2020.
yeah.
Everyone's probably bought everything they already need for the next couple of years.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So we're going to get into some more conversation, but we have some beers in front of us, and I heard one calling my name, so I don't know which one it was. So we'll start down the line. Which you said you were going to explain these beers to us as we went. So
So we have a unique menu board that we did. We use the chalkboard like a lot of people do, but we did alphabet magnets as well. And whatever the alphabet magnet color is matches the color on the tap itself. So a lot of times we tell people just order by the color. It's easier.
Right.
It's easier for the waitresses, bartenders. It's easier for everyone to ring up. It's very simplified, and sometimes people can't pronounce the words and they don't want to. So you say you want blue, pink, red, whatever. It's really.
yeah, because I noticed some of the names.
Yeah.
So are the names picked because they're a style or a place? Did you like some places their names match what they're doing?
Yeah, every name's really related to something about the brewery, some kind of mechanical device, things like that. So,
Okay.
This is our first round, so there is one name for my grandfather, is one name for the brewer, Rick, his grandmother up there.
Right.
And then the other ones are all mechanical devices or something related to machines and whatnot.
Okay, so there'll be like a laser fluid one up there and a 2x4 stretcher eventually for you guys to
I think we have a list of about 200 names set up already. Yeah.
start calling tools that don't exist.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, flux
Oh,
capacitor.
I see what you did. Wait a minute. I just realized what you did. Okay. With the color coding. Sorry. It takes me a while.
And you know what's
and
funny?
I'm not even drinking.
I was just going to say she hasn't even drank yet.
I had one little sip. But yeah, that's smart. Like for me, because I can't.
The easiest thing we notice is ringing it up. When you have one person pouring, one person ringing, it's just red, and you click the red button.
Right.
It's very simple.
So color coded.
So they're probably going to color code the beer too. They're going to put food coloring in it.
Hey, that'd be smart.
Or really confuse people and just put them all the same color one day.
Yeah. So what beer are we trying first here? I see a nice clear one down here.
So the nice clear one at the end, that's the lightest one there. That is up on the board. That is the purple one. So
Thank you.
Leicht is the German word for light beer. So it's just a very light, crisp German hop used in it.
Is it like a Pilsner or lager? Or?
Yeah, it's more of a Pilsner than anything. It's very strange to name the type of beers we have because the process that's done with them, they get a different flavor to them sometimes.
Right.
Which when we get to the hazy pale ale, or the Deus Ex Machina, that's people want to say it's a New England style, but we didn't use anything to make it a New England style. It's just it has a little bit of that flavor with what we did. So
Okay. So let's talk about your brewer since we're sitting here drinking his beer. You were talking before we started, tell us, but you want to tell us again about your brewer?
yeah, our brewer's Rick Vickers. He's been brewing for a little over 30 years now. A lot of people in the industry do know him. He grew up with Jay up at Third State. He grew up with a lot of these guys over at Lunacy.
So is he a Barley Legal guy? Did he brew with them?
He was originally doing that, and
Was he in that club? Yeah.
yeah, he just every time we go out to like the Jersey Brewer Association, everybody knows him by name, and
Right.
he's helped out a lot of breweries as well by helping them, brew when they need it and stuff
Okay.
like that. So he does work a full-time job, so it only has a limited amount of time, which is why I think he's never jumped on board,
Right.
with somebody, just not feasible. So, but
Yeah, that whole need and benefits sometimes, and
Yeah, it gets in the way.
It gets in the way, and
yeah, so our business model kind of revolves around his current position that he has,
Right.
things so that he can work. Monday, Tuesdays are the days he doesn't work, so he'll be able to be here for those 2 days. And the way our business model is, we should be able to brew everything we need in those 2 days.
So he comes in them days and you lock him in the back and he doesn't come out, right? You just
Yep.
brews.
Yeah, very particular, very OCD. Me and him are just alike in that way. And yesterday he was here because he was off, and I think we spent 12 hours here, and neither of us walked into the back or the front from what we were doing at all. So
Right, yeah.
it's just very, very good working together atmosphere that we just get stuff done, and that
Right.
helps, of course. So
Of course. So we're going to move along. So I guess the next one down the line is...
we got that's the actual IPA.
Okay.
If you want to do that
I'm
one
still-
next, or
I'm
if you
still
wanna
on that
switch to a
German
lighter
style.
one. But yeah,
You can...
That one's like that's dangerous because it's so smooth.
it's only 3%, 3.5%.
Yeah.
Right?
Wow.
Well, if we don't feed her, it could be very
Yeah,
dangerous.
I didn't eat
So-
breakfast, so we're good.
So pick up the next one in the,
The
line,
next
Amy.
one.
Yeah, so that's our IPA.
IPA.
It's I can't go too much into the process of it, what we do.
Right.
Oh, yeah. But what color is it?
This one up there is the blue.
Blue.
Yep.
Okay.
It's our American style IPA is what we call it, but
Now, is that Machina?
yes,
Now, I've heard the movie. Is it the same spelling? They call it Machina?
yes.
Okay.
Deus Ex? What's that?
Deus Ex Machina. Yep.
Deus Ex
It's
Machina.
easier to say Machina sometimes, and
Right.
I'm not going to judge anyone for
Or-
saying anything wrong. We'll
Or
just-
blue?
Or blue. I'll take the blue beer.
The blue beer.
It's like Kool-Aid at this point.
Oh,
They'll be like, is that
Smell.
blue? Is that like blueberry beer? No, I shouldn't even say that. People will be like, it's not a blueberry.
it's not a blueberry.
No.
It's just a blue beer. It's got a strong smell.
Yeah, it does. It's got a good taste too.
Yeah,
That's what
didn't
I'm
get there
drinking.
yet.
So
Is it? Yeah.
Well, don't listen to me, gulp.
I was
Oh,
just,
see, that's an easy drinking one too.
I was just I'm just watching you just drink IPAs now. So I'm just.
It's crazy, right?
Yeah, it's
Ugh.
odd. Well, you're odd, but still.
Well,
a lot
I
of
never
the
used
beers,
to.
they are kind of aimed at making them lighter, easier to drink. We are going to have some heavier stuff too as well. It's just right now the main focus was getting a lot of people can enjoy every beer,
Right.
Not so much just have the ones targeted at everyone.
And you're right. And then a lot of times when you open, you just have to start making beer.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And you don't experiment. You just get those beers out, see what people like, so you can just keep getting that beer out, and then you can begin to experiment. Now, I notice you're kind of tight in here now. Barrel aging, any of that stuff? You got ideas for that?
We are going to be working on something in the near future.
I could be, I just met you. I could picture you doing something like a special release in a bottle that's like kind of off the wall or something a little different.
We talked literally yesterday about this, doing
What were you doing
an
yesterday?
age beer of, something that you can actually store and have it age over time. better.
Right.
And I miss those beers because I think they've all disappeared lately.
I think
Stone used to do one that was a best after date one, and I know I found one of those in my back of my cabinet one time that was 3-4 years past the date, and it was just a Brett hop that was amazing.
Right.
So
Yeah, you go to a store and it's kind of hard to find sometimes stores that have good bottle selection. You don't see a really good bottle selection.
I was just thinking him saying that. I think I have one at my bar that's been down there for a couple of years.
Yeah, there we go.
That I haven't. I think you bought it for me.
Did
I
I?
never opened it. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, well, it's
All right,
time.
guess what I'm doing
I
today?
got a couple under my bar need to bust open too. So we're going to move down the line. Amy, just keep up with us.
I am.
All right, so moving down the line
yeah, so that one's the green. That's the Alpa's lawnmower, which is named after
is the Goza.
Rick's grandmother.
Okay.
She used to cut her lawn. She was 94, 95 years old when she finally stopped cutting her lawns.
Really?
Oh, good for her. Wow.
I hope the guys I hire last that long. cut my lawn.
What's
So-
that flavor?
Grass clippings. No.
No.
You had it right there.
What do you taste?
I just came off that thing, so let me get another taste of
Wait.
it. I'm tasting the salt and the is it a little citrus in there or something.
Yeah. There's probably I forget exactly, but there's probably some lemon drop in there with a little bit of citrus as well. So.
Yeah.
And then the salt. Is there salt?
Well, Goes is
Because
made
you're
with
right.
salt, so yeah, you should get a little taste. It doesn't taste very sour to me.
Yeah,
No.
We try to keep them very, very light on the sours.
Right, so it's not very sour. It's not a very sour one.
No.
But I did taste. Now you say it, the lemon, but I did taste the citrus in there, and yeah, you taste some salt.
No, that's
Yeah.
good. That'd be-
Yeah, I could see this as being a very easy. Well, you know me and my sours now
Yeah, I
and
know.
stuff,
that's why I was like.
and that's
it's-
clocking in what 3.9.
Yep.
So it's another easy drinking one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
I do like that.
Okay, that's like
I'm
my
excited.
favorite so far.
I knew you were rushing to get there.
Well, so before you go to the next one, skip that one. Do the lighter one over here.
Over here?
Yep. So this one's not on the menu.
Okay.
It is on the red tap. It is one of the lighter concepts we did, and I can't tell you what it is until you try it first. Because if I tell you, you're gonna,
All right.
it'll give it away. It'll mess with your taste buds. So.
Okay, this one's the red one.
Not that red one, no. It's not listed up.
Oh,
there, so.
okay. Ooh, guinea pigs. Wait, I didn't try it yet. Don't say anything. Ooh.
And it's something that we won't have on tap, but we're working on making bigger batches of it. So
Yeah, I'm not.
Not tasting it yet.
Yeah.
it's one of those things. Once I say it, you'll be like, "Yeah, that's exactly what I'm tasting." So
All I know is it's very easy.
yeah, it's another very light, smooth, like 2.9%. We used fresh produce in it.
I want
And-
to. I'll feel like an idiot if I say it, but I mean, I've had a cucumber beer before.
Similar. So this one we used, we bought locally 20 pounds of Jersey tomatoes, pureed them, and mixed it with this and everything. And just the acidity of all the tomatoes being fresh and everything cut the bitterness of the hop so well.
Right.
It just makes it really light and smooth.
so that's it.
That's a healthy beer,
It's our V8 of beers right there.
right?
Right.
Jersey tomatoes. Jersey.
Yep. Yeah. And if we do a gluten-free version of it, then it's your vegan beer.
No, there you go.
That's really good. It's very good. And I'm still, trying to get that.
Trying to get that taste out of the.
But it's funny. You can get the freshness out of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's very, I don't know, fresh flavor, fresh taste, or
Like that when you have a tomato sandwich, when you eat a tomato, and how refreshing that is.
Yeah.
It's kind of like what that is. I'll tell you, the tomato's not overwhelming.
No.
Not at all.
not at all.
And the carbonation's a little light on it right now.
Right.
So.
I was closer than you.
Yeah, you're a lot closer to me.
Yeah.
I couldn't figure out what that
Yeah.
flavor was.
Yeah, it's like SpaghettiOs or pizza.
Oh, SpaghettiOs.
Oh, come on. Really?
No.
Cold SpaghettiOs?
No. My kids used to eat that stuff. Oh.
Yeah. So we couldn't do a big batch of that because we found out we needed about 600 pounds of tomatoes pureed. And really, the only way to do that is to buy a really expensive machine called a buffalo chopper, which purees tomatoes. So,
Oh, really?
yeah, it's either that or get a kiddie pool and we just go back there and stomp them with our feet for a long time.
All right, Lucy.
Didn't think that would be a good idea to do. So,
What are you guys doing in the pool? Well, you probably couldn't find a pool anymore because
Right,
with
true.
the coronavirus, everybody was buying pools. So we're moving back to the one that we skipped over.
yeah, so this is our white, which is
Pale.
a French word up there. It's a tourbillon.
Now, was that a tool or somebody's name?
That is a movement inside of a watch. It's actually the name of a watch company now as well.
Oh, okay.
That's why there's a picture of a watch.
Yep.
Say it. Maybe take the glasses off.
I know, because they're only for reading.
Right. See the watch?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, and who did that? Who did that? Is that like chalk up
Yes.
there? Who did that? You do that?
Yeah.
Oh my God, you're crazy.
Oh, yeah.
He's
'cause
crazy talented.
you have to come just look at his.
seriously talented.
You have to come look at his drawings out of everything. Come look at his
Well,
drawings.
just that and the artwork, and just everything you've done. Like I don't know who did the artwork over there, but it looks like something you would do.
Yeah, all the paintings in here, me.
Right.
If it wasn't me, it was my 5-year-old helping me. So
Okay, there you go.
So I'm loving that like wood decoration over there by the window.
yeah, it's all That was all made just out of scrap pieces.
Scrap.
I had
Oh
from
yeah,
something I was
absolutely. I
building,
could.
so.
I mean, I could tell by looking at it that was.
So his
scraps or
5-year-old
whatever,
draws
but, like,
better than me.
Yeah, pretty much. But I love how that's done. It's amazing. I'm really liking the.
Well, he
tomato
said
beer,
that
by
he
the
was.
way.
He said before he got here, he was in his wood shop. So he was up tooling around. So anyway, this beer right here, this pale ale, is 4.9. So this is another lower one.
Yep.
Wait, which one's that one?
The pale ale was
One at the end.
This one.
Yep.
Oh, I had that one earlier. That was good. I'll try
Yep.
it again.
Okay, there you go. It's a hazy pale ale.
And then, the red one up there, since we already had the what's actually on tap, that kettle sour red ale, that one is about to be caked probably tomorrow, I'd say. It's just
Okay.
tweaking a little bit more and getting it ready, so.
All right. So the tomato one, which I totally finished. That's like a Bloody Mary, right? It's your Bloody Mary beer.
Yeah, I've had a beer in Texas like that. They had a mimosa, Bloody Mary, a red wine, and a white wine beer, and it was just fascinating how
Really?
well they integrated the flavors into a beer process.
So pour a little goza for the lime, for the lemon and the lime you get. Put a little bit of that in there and
Right.
celery stick and.
Just mix all the beers together. There we go. Done that before.
I was just gonna say it's not like we ain't done that before. And then we have one last beer, dark beer. This is the only dark beer on the.
Yep. Right now, of course, getting as many beers done as we can. That one took up the most amount of time so far, and we actually used both of our 7-barrel, tanks for that one.
Okay.
Just because of the process we were doing, and there's a lot of flavor to it. And that one's called the Skull beer, which is named after my grandfather. His last name was Skull.
Okay.
So both of us got a little kickback to our grandparents that helped us out a lot, get to where we are today.
Okay. So that's the
Pink.
pink one.
Yep.
6.6. So this is probably the highest beer that you have.
Other than the, the IPA came in right below that as well. So,
Okay.
which we're working on another batch now that should be done, and that might come up a little bit more.
Right.
That batch. So
Okay. Now this is good taste, but did you smell it?
Oh, wait. You really got to get your nose in there.
I don't know, my nose is a little
Well,
bit
yeah,
bigger,
it is
so
bigger,
we're good.
but-
So no, it
Like
smells.
the IPA, I was like down here and I could smell it, but up here, like everybody could see that.
So that's a Baltic Porter. So tell everybody what a Baltic Porter is. Do you know? It's just basically ingredients, right?
well, yeah, it's mostly just the ingredients that differ from anything else.
Okay.
There is some stuff that I know Rick does with it. His whole
Like he does a little different take on it than what
Yeah,
a traditional.
to use our 2 biggest tanks to make this and only have them a third of the way full each while doing it is just
Right.
the part of his process that he goes through doing it and making sure the flavor's dead on where he wants it to be. And I think a lot of the stuff he's been working on for so many years that he has a specific thing in mind that I think he's just excited to have this kind of equipment to really work with now and make these things. So
Right.
he doesn't want to disappoint anyone.
Well, he's not.
Yeah, he hasn't. He's
No,
not.
no,
No,
not
it's
at
good.
all. No, I mean, every single one has a very unique flavor, but very easy drinking. Like each one, I just feel is, it's, I'm done talking.
All right, come on. Use your big people words,
My
Amy.
big people words. I
Use
got
your big
this.
people words and get them out.
No, they're it's just, every single one of them is just easy to drink. And I think maybe because they're so light, they're low in their ABV. Look at my big words. This porter, I'm a porter fan, is it's got a nice little flavor to it.
I'm over here taking
I know.
pictures.
I had
Yeah.
to stop and smile.
Yeah, there you go.
No, what? So Baltic is just, what'd you say? Just the type of
Ingredients at
that
the.
are in it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and you're going to get a little bit of the coffee flavor, but not too overpowering. A little.
Yeah, I got a little bit of that. I even had a little bit of that in the smell. When I smelled it, I smelled a little.
Yep. Yeah, it's not too strong at all. And again, it's just these first few batches. We're just trying to get out stuff that's good, easy to drink, and will make you want more.
Right.
And to see what we're going to have next. So there's a lot of stuff I think that we have or we've already experimented with that's going to be pretty different than most places, and that's the whole business model with the place too. Is just we don't want to have to be stuck to doing the same thing every single
Right.
over and over again. We want to change up and improve anything that we can.
Well, there was a brewery like that. I'm not going to mention any names, and they seem to have a lot of the same stuff on. And I went a couple times, and they didn't seem to brew for season, and always the same beers. And then I finally went back one time, and they had a lot of different beers on tap, and it was a way different experience going to a place that had other things on there.
Yep.
And it's but it's nice to go though that you can go and you at least you get good beer when you go. Their beer's good, and it hasn't when they experiment they don't screw it up.
Yeah, and it's something me and Rick talked a lot about is the distributing of stuff. It's once you start distributing, you have to make the same thing week after week,
right?
Exactly the same way, and it becomes not as fun,
right?
Even if what you're making is selling, if you still want to improve on it, you really can't. So, just being able to try to stay away from that as long as possible,
right?
I think is a good thing. So. Good thing for anyone that's a beer drinker, good thing for us as well. So
exactly.
So what's your favorite type to brew?
I'm a big IPA guy. I just like experimenting and changing up. So there's a lot of just weird chemistry things that I'm into that we'll be trying here in the future. So I got a lot of input from a lot of friends that are really good chefs on how to get a lot of extra flavor out of things that, even Rick admits he doesn't know how to cook seafood, so therefore he doesn't know how to do certain things certain ways and certain processes. With I grew up in Hickory, Virginia, so we had a big farm out back with everything grown. We even had beehives and all that stuff. So I know a lot of process of growing different herbs, spices, how to get the oils out of them,
right?
For what we're making. And I was dropped off some rosemary I was growing at the house yesterday for something. So it's getting that little extra bit out of things and not trying to use too much of a imitation of in any way. It's going to be interesting to see how we can adapt some of the flavors to things, and really draw it out more than most beers that you have. So
we're just looking. I'm just looking at the time here, but because I know you got things to do, and I don't want to keep it too long. So let's talk about your system. Now we're not aficionados on systems, but people that do listen to us will be wondering what kind of system you have there, what you're brewing.
Yeah. So we have a 3.5 barrel Blickman system.
Okay.
We're running 4 tanks back here, 2 3.5s and 2 7s. We're pretty much putting everything straight to kegs at that point so that we can just keep rotating through. We know a lot of people, when they open, they generally increase in size after the first year or so. So
right.
We didn't start with anything lower than a 3.5 because we figured it was more than what we needed, but we definitely have room to expand already, and we have everything set up to expand. So if we want to add a couple more tanks now,
right,
we have the ability, and the lines are already ran for.
A lot of people don't do that. A lot of people back themselves in the wall right away.
Yes, it's it's just the process. It's some people don't know exactly what to think about or what to do or what have tons of research in it, and it's difficult because everyone does things differently. And,
right.
My business background helped me out a lot with if I'm going to spend money on something. Well, what does the next size up cost? And what's the difference in that? And what's the chances we need that in a year or two? Because it makes more sense to get it now than in a year or two. And,
right.
It's
because you're mechanically inclined, and I feel like people that are like that, the type of person that you are, as far as being mechanically inclined, you always think ahead, because you're always a step ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, I'm always worst
in
case
your
scenario.
thinking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and trying to figure out different ways to make things simply. I saw Rick lifting up some bags of grain and dumping them in there, and I'm like, why are you doing that? It's like I told you, anything that's difficult, just tell me. I'll try to figure out a way to make it easier. So he came in the next day, and I had a hoist and trolley system up on the beam. With 55-gallon drums here with a way to lift them and tilt them over with your hand. So it's like, there you go. Now you don't have to lift anything heavy.
Give him time. He's going to have a robot assistant.
I know, right? They're just going to be sitting out here drinking, and
the robot will be doing
press
it.
the buttons, and it's all done.
Yeah, that's why I don't stay back there too much, because I'm always asking them, isn't there an easier way to do this? It's like, this seems like it's so, repetitious, or like I could just make something to do this for you.
Right.
And it's probably annoying after a while.
He's going to come in, and there's going to be a whole Android of Rick already done. It's like, Rick, you don't do it. It's already there.
Done.
You'll have Rick, just sit here and watch the Android I made of you work.
Put a picture of him on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and it's, one of the things in the back that I did as well was we built the walk-in cooler back there from scratch.
Okay.
Using a regular window unit, the AC unit. A couple people are doing that. We have it's 12 foot by 8 foot by 8 foot, so we store everything in there. And I got it to run less than an hour a day to keep it at about 32 degrees, a little bit less than that. So
good.
A lot of neat stuff back there.
Yeah.
My next project is the keg washer I'm building, and I have a canning line that I'm building at my house as well.
Oh, really?
So,
Wait, building your own canning line?
Yeah, I'm just doing a small assembly line setup that has the labeler and canning can filler for 4 cans at a time, and CO2 purge and everything. And
so are you the kind of guy that walks through salvage yards and junk yards and
that's what my house looks like?
Pull things apart and look at okay.
Yeah. Pull things apart and put them together.
Yeah, it just makes other things. You know what I mean?
Everything in the brewery is stuff that was laying around. All the wood and stuff is scrap that I had, or just from something that I was doing. And there's a lot of little things that you probably see and notice that it's like, oh, that looks like it's from this, and it probably is, because
you repurposed it. And,
repurpose everything as much as possible. So
maybe that's why I like this so much. Like I just love it in here. It's got a nice feel.
It's kind of more personal too.
Yeah,
because you know that he made a lot of the things, he didn't buy them.
And I didn't know that until we started talking. Like when I walked in, I was just like, oh, this is kind of like, it's kind of, I don't know, homey or just rustic, or I don't even know what word to use. Rustic was a good word.
Yeah, rustic. That's what I call it.
Yeah.
Like if you notice all the nails that are in like a lot of the stuff, like the flight card holders, like I told my 5-year-old, hit nails in this to me, for me. I need it to look rustic, and that's great. Just give a 5-year-old a hammer and some nails.
Right. Best thing ever, right?
Yeah. And the doctor's phone number on speed dial too.
But yeah. But I just, I don't know. When you come in here, you really have to look at like all the details of everything. Like the front of the bar, like I love how like some of the wood is ahead, and you're right. It just looks like the way it's like darker on the nails.
It's not all perfect. They're different thicknesses, different widths, different colors. You can see the bottom of it is a palette.
Yeah.
Yep.
My pallets are the best, right?
Yeah.
That's where that whole thing came from, is all pallets.
Yeah. We have I have a bar at my house. My husband did. We lift up the one garage door, and there's a bar, and I'd got pallets from work. So, of course he was mad at me. What am I going to do with these? I'm like, build a bar. Like, I don't know what to tell you. And he did. He built a bar, like the front of our, it's the same, looks almost as good as that. Almost.
Yeah, I don't know if you noticed the lampshades that we made.
I did. I took a picture of them. I'll post them because they amaze me. Like, I don't know how you did that. Like, I don't know how you got that on there and how they don't melt. Because it's the cover to hold like a 4-pack.
Right.
And just the way it's shaped, it's totally cool.
Well, would they be LED lights, or are they less heat?
They're all LED. Yeah.
Oh.
So they'd be less heat.
That's why LED.
Yep. Those damn LED lights.
Those LED lights.
There's a lot of little stuff that you really got to pay attention to see and know the features of it, and things that are hidden around here that are up everywhere that I kind of purposely did.
Right.
Some people notice this stuff, some people don't. So
Easter eggs all over the place.
Yep. Like stupid thing, being a girl, whatever. I saw the hooks, like you have the hooks there, and I'm like, for purses or whatever, because
they're underneath the bar too.
I figured they would be. Right. So you have them there. I'm like, all right, it's sitting here. You can just hang them. I'm like, I don't know. I like it. It's great. It's comfy feel. Definitely a comfy feel.
Yeah, we're very, kid friendly here as well, because I have a 5-year-old, and
right.
I'd love to go to breweries with her, because unlike a restaurant, a kid can run around just screaming and nobody really cares, you know.
Right.
Not so much today with what's going on, but
Exactly.
when this is all over, it's we have our own family bathroom with a changing room here.
I saw
Oh, there
that
you go.
too.
Yep.
I hate going in the bathroom with my 5-year-old, you know. And
Oh, well, yeah, you said she's a girl, so
so yeah, it's some places it's very difficult to do. So
Right.
it's odd. Yeah. Yeah, it was odd my way too. Like when I would take my son in, you know, it was always weird. So I like that family bathroom, and it's nice that you have that here.
yeah, Seconds has a heater storage right now. So
Oh, yeah, there you go. For the outside.
until
now,
we're open.
now, the township I guess the township was pretty easy about out front, huh?
Yeah, the township wasn't too bad. We kept it down below a certain square footage to make it a lot easier.
Right.
It's anything with above 900 square feet would have required months of planning and permits and all.
And
that
engineering
stuff.
and all that stuff. And
Yeah, fire inspections and all. So we did what we could, so that way it was quicker. And haven't had too many issues yet, of course, but we're not open. So
well, you're.
Oh, there he goes. Allergies.
I'm telling you. You want to tell everybody where you're located?
yeah, we're located at 5 Perina Boulevard, Cherry Hill, New Jersey, which we are right off 295 and 70 there behind the big TD Bank that puts up that huge Christmas tree every year. Right back, all the way back by the municipal building here. And it's an office building, Perina Executive Center. And some people have come here a lot for all the other uses in this building as well. And we have our own entrance on the side of the building, tons of parking, you know, out front and in the back of the building as well. So it's a nice location and easy to get to from anywhere. So
Yeah, it was pretty easy to get back here.
It was easy, and
Yeah.
we of course missed the turn, as we always do, because I'm navigating. So we missed it, and we still like easy. We didn't have to do like the whole turnaround or whatever. You just kind of found another back road, got back here. It was easy,
yeah, nice quiet
nice,
place.
quick. It was only 20 minutes for us, and we're coming from Delran. It's right here in Cherry Hill. So
I didn't even time. Excuse me, I didn't even
time
time.
yourselves?
Yeah, I didn't even time out, but it's close.
well,
Close
for
to
you,
me.
it's
Yeah.
definitely closer. No, definitely easy. Yeah, you're right. Parking was great. Yeah, location is really good for you.
Yeah, because it's right off the 295 exit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to
There.
cough again.
So are you on Facebook and Instagram and all that?
Yeah, we're Facebook, Instagram, everything social media wise. It's Mechanical Brewery for all of it.
For all of it?
Yep, there's a bunch of stuff that's going up in the last few days, and of course up until we're open as well about what we're doing here, what we're going to be having. You know, the whole week we're open. You know, anything that's coming out, new beers that are coming up, we're putting up the same day.
All right,
There's a
cool.
couple things planned to go out already. It's just a matter of waiting,
Right.
for another day or two. So
So what are your hours going to be? Like,
that is a very good question. So
look at me.
pre-COVID, we had it all planned out. Now single father, I'm taking care of my kid a lot of times, and I don't have a set schedule anymore, so it makes it a little more difficult, but we do have a couple people coming on board full-time, December, which is basically after the grand opening, who we're probably going to start off something, light and easy with our Friday, Saturday, Sundays, and doing at least our, usual 5 to 10 thing. And then on the weekends, we're going to do a little bit earlier in the day. We haven't decided exactly yet, but I'm more of a morning person on the weekends, so I can go out and have a beer around 11 o'clock or so, and then go home and work on stuff the rest of the day versus going out late in the afternoon. So,
Well, you can't drink all day if you don't start in the morning.
exactly.
So,
See? Hello.
hello.
We are allowed to open at 5 a.m. apparently, but we have to close at 10. So
Okay. Well,
Interesting.
so stop at the Burger King at the corner and get your breakfast.
Well,
Come down.
Listen, you have a tomato beer, so like you got to be. It's like a Bloody Mary, right? So it's
If
gotta
you're
be
saying
early.
so. If you're saying so.
Oh yeah, but you're not going to have that for everybody.
yeah, we might, we will in the future once we
Well,
figure out how to puree the tomatoes without
you'll-
taking up 3 weeks
listen.
to do it. So
I have faith in you.
Mm-hmm.
You'll come up with something.
yeah, it'd probably be a lawnmower inside of a pool at that point.
I could just picture that.
Yeah.
Just a giant tub, and you just throw them in there, and the lawnmower takes care of it.
See, my mind's going. You can see one of those tanks. I'm sure you can put a puree thingy in there, right?
An industrial food processor.
Right. There you go.
Yep.
You got it.
Buffalo chopper. Something you never see anywhere.
But they have a name for it.
Yeah.
So it's somewhere.
I had to look it up. I knew somebody somewhere had to be doing this stuff.
You couldn't have been the only one. So we're going to wrap it up now, but we want to thank you for your time.
Yeah. Thank you guys.
No, thank you.
And
Very good beer.
we wish you all the luck in the world opening during the pandemic. But from what we tasted,
You're not going to have a problem
not going to have a problem.
at all.
I appreciate it.
So
Not at all.
Ian, take it away. Oh, wait, Ian's not
Oh,
here.
that's right.
So
Should have called him.
I know, really. Well, that's would have more wires for me to hook up. Come on, listen.
True. We can't.
Everything, all my cables are color coded because I'm an idiot, and it makes it easier. So
And even that, you didn't have all the colors.
no,
No.
but I have all this equipment. So find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Hopped Up Network. Get the show any place but Pandora. For some reason, Pandora hasn't put us on yet. I think it's probably you, Amy, that they're not
Why?
allowed.
What did I do?
You and your cursing.
I don't curse.
You haven't cursed in a while.
I'd say.
Look at you go.
Look at me.
Look at you go.
Drink IPAs, I don't curse.
What the fuck?
Yes!
Yeah, there you go. So James is probably thinking, I could have cursed. Damn.
I don't think you've.
I didn't.
You've never cursed. Like, that's. Oh, that was huge.
Not that
Hey,
word.
Richard, take that.
Take that out?
Get that clip.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So we're out of here. We'll talk to you
outta
later. Cheers.
Cheers.
The Jersey Beer Guys
And the girl.
is hosted by Rob Talley,
And Amy Diamond.
along with Eric Bracken and Ian Talley. It's produced and edited by Richard Rabick.
You can find us on Twitter and Facebook at Jersey Beer Guys 1 or Instagram at Jersey Beer Guys.
Thanks for listening, and remember, try something Jersey.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.